Before the video starts, I just want to tell you guys to please subscribe to the channel for more NBA content like this. I post 2 videos a week on all things NBA basketball, so if that's something you're interested in, I would appreciate the support. Also, please be sure to leave a like on the video. That helps a lot with helping this channel grow. Anyways, back to the video. I just wanted to do something a little different for this video. I always talk about like the basketball aspect and like, games or stories that are going on in the recent events. The schedule came out today, so that's something I'll talk about later, but for this video I wanted to do something a little different. Yesterday the city jerseys got released for all the teams, and like they all are like out, like meaning you can buy them. And for this video I wanted to do something a little fun, don't have to prepare for it, just kind of go off the cuff. It's a little bit more fun, a laid back video, and I'm just gonna look at all of the 30 teams and all their jerseys and rank them. I'll put them in their A, C, B tier, whatever, and just give my thoughts on them, because there's a lot of interesting stuff that's going on here, and I'm always interested in jersey designs. That's the one thing I love about the start of a new season, is seeing the team do their new designs and new jerseys, because I'm always curious to see what they do. So I figured that this is something that I'd enjoy, and if you do too, leave a like, so show your love on this video, and subscribe for more videos like this, because look, we're not always gonna have more serious basketball videos. I can do fun stuff like this too. So if that's something you like, then subscribe to the channel and show your support. Anyways, let's just not waste any time. Let's get started. So the Atlanta Hawks, very simple, black with the MLK. Obviously gonna have a lot of historical significance, but the jersey itself, I like it. It's very subtle. MLK instead of ATL, the black and the gold. I like it a lot. I'd probably put these at an A tier, only because of how simple they are, but they didn't like go overboard with it. I think that's very perfect. If you're trying to do like an MLK themed jersey, I think this is a good example of one. So yeah, this is an A tier. Great. And Atlanta always does really good with their jerseys. Boston Celtics, I don't like these. These are going to be probably D tier. It's supposed to be like their banner design. Look, you're the Boston Celtics, I get it, you're a classic team, but just like do something different. This team is way too traditional with how they do stuff, and I wish they veered off a little bit more. Like, you're in 2021, like change it up a little bit. I don't know why you have to do all this like historical significance thing. Like, I get it, you were good in the 60s, like move on. We're in 2021, like do something different, like stand out a little bit more. These aren't great. I don't like them. D tier. Brooklyn Nets, I didn't like these at all when they first leaked, but now that I see them being worn and stuff, I don't hate them as much, but they still look weird. The font's odd, the colorway, it looks like it's like a crayon design. I guess it's a Basquiat inspired thing, but it's all right. I'd probably put these at C tier. All right, the Charlotte Hornets, I like these a lot. I love the colorway, I love the stripes, I love that the court design that they have. The court design is insane. Like, it's just ridiculous, and I think it's better than the jersey, but to complement those two together, great. And the jersey's great too. LaMelo Ball's gonna look great in them. I love them. A tier for sure. A tier for sure. All right, Chicago Bulls, I'm gonna be biased. Look, I'm gonna be biased, but I love these jerseys. A tier for sure. The historical significance, the Chicago theater font, it's very different from what they've had before. They're used to doing the Chicago flag style stuff, but this is very old school, but not in a bad way. The gold on it is great. The little subtle red is great. A tier for sure. And I'm saying that not just because I'm a Bulls fan. I genuinely like these jerseys. All right, the Cavs. Yeah, these are F tier for sure. Very plain black jersey with the weirdest font ever. I think the font alone ruined this jersey, not even just the plain black. Like, the colors are fine, but what's that font? Like, you got to get rid of that. That alone ruins this jersey. F tier. Dallas Mavericks, they're okay. They're definitely better than what they had last year with the graffiti, but I still don't like these. I don't know why. Like, I'm sure people like these, but I'm just not a fan of them. They're okay. The gold looks good, but other than that, nothing special. C tier probably. Denver Nuggets, they're not bad. They're very different, but they're too much. You know what they remind me of? They look like the Utah Jazz jerseys. You know what I mean? Like they look like a jersey the Utah Jazz would wear, and that's why I don't like them as much. Yeah, I don't like them as much. Like the red definitely doesn't look bad, but I feel like they could have done something a little bit different. I don't know why. I feel like they should stick with the colorway they have, because this is just a little too out there, very Utah Jazz like, but they're still not bad though. So I'd say C tier probably. Detroit Pistons, yeah, I don't like them. D tier probably. They're not the worst, but they're definitely not the best. So yeah, D tier for sure. I don't know why this circle text thing. I don't know why this is a thing. Another team has this too. I don't know why this is like, people think this looks good. It doesn't. It looks old school, but not in a good way. You know what I mean? Like it. I don't know why. Also, the Detroit Pistons have so many great jerseys in the past. Bring some of them back. Change up the colorway. Like, why do you have to do this? Last year's were bad too. Like this. Oh my god. Like I know it's the Pistons and they're not great, but like, come on. Could have done so much better. All right, Golden State Warriors. Yeah. These are probably up there with the best jerseys this year. A tier for sure. I get it's weird because of the Oakland thing, but like it just reminds you of the We Believe days, and like you can't go wrong with that. It's a classic jersey, but it's also not like a bad look too. And you know, when you bring back a classic like this that brings back so many memories, you can't go wrong with that. And also the colors are great, very subtle, like blue black tint on the jersey. Love it. A tier for sure. One of the best ones I've seen. The Houston Rockets. I don't know why they went with the blue. I don't know why blue. Like it's just weird. Blue, red, weird font, very plain. Nothing else new other than that. They have H-Town on it. I'd probably put these at D tier because it's just weird. Like I don't know why they went with the blue all of a sudden. Like what made them go to blue? It's weird. Indiana Pacers. I like these. I think last year's were better, but you know, it's a classic. You bring back the pinstripes. Reminds you of the Reggie Miller days. Nothing else to say. There really isn't anything wrong with them, but they're just cool. They're cool. I'd probably put them somewhere around B tier because they're definitely not bad. All right, the LA Clippers. They just inverted the same thing as last year, so I had to put these at C then. Because here's the thing, I like when they did it last year. It looked different and good, but when you just change the color, like invert the colors instead of for black and white, that doesn't change anything. So it's like, what is there exciting to see? You just inverted the colors. I don't know how this is any more exciting than the other one. So yeah, C tier. No, doesn't make it worse, doesn't make it better. It's just the same thing for me. All right, the Lakers. I like them. The blue is definitely good. I like the other one they brought back, the jersey that's all blue with the Los Angeles on it. That one's best, but these are still good. I don't know. Like I think it's good you bring back the classic blue look, but I feel like I don't know. Could have changed it up a little bit, right? Because to me, it just looks like a basic Lakers jersey, but instead of the yellow and purple, it's blue. Doesn't really change anything else other than that, but I don't know. To me, that's like probably around C tier because only thing that changes the color. Didn't really change anything else. All right, the Memphis Grizzlies. I like these a lot. These are super nice. And you can't go wrong with, you know, that blue color that they have. I don't even know what you call it. It's like a blue-green mix. But to have it on the collar and then have it on the side with the hieroglyphics looking thing, I love it. And then the black subtle stripes, the beige almost font with the Memphis. I love these a lot. They're super duper nice. These are definitely A tier. Memphis does not miss with their jerseys for sure. Speaking of not missing, the Miami Heat. Okay, the Vice color is great. The Heat do incredible every year with this Vice colorway. This year, I don't love it as much though. It just looks like a basic gradient. Like, I don't know, man. For the last year to do Vice and you're doing this simple, I don't know why, man. They could have done so much more. Like, it doesn't look bad. And to me, the only thing that's saving this jersey is the colorway. Like, if it was any different color, it would look awful. But because it's the Vice colors, it saves it a little bit. These are kind of I put these around C because only thing that's saving it is the colors, to be honest. the Milwaukee Bucks. I like these a lot actually. It's very simple. It has like a light blue, then the dark blue, then the almost black thing at the bottom. It looks very nice. It has a very, you can tell it's like, it reminds you of like water or bodies of water. So, I mean, that's what they were going with, but it came across well. I'd put these around B, probably. Yeah, I'd say B. Minnesota Timberwolves. Very subtle. Nothing out there. The green looks good though. The green on the sleeve and the collar, that looks good. It's very subtle, and I think it's good that they have the jersey black for the little bit of green to pop out a little bit. It does look good. The only thing I would have liked is if they did that green full. I know they did that a couple years ago, but I don't know why. It looked good, but if you were trying to pop a little bit, you would have done the full thing, but this still definitely does look good. I'd put these, I'd say around B. They definitely don't look bad. I like the subtle green. Like, if this was a glow-in-the-dark jersey, it would be incredible, but they're still definitely nice. New Orleans Pelicans, they're very basic. Like, I feel like they could have done so much more. Like, a white jersey with a little bit of red on the top and the blue text. It doesn't do anything. It's just like, it looks average. C tier for sure. It's like, to me, this is like the perfect example of a mid jersey. Like, it's not great, but it's not the worst. All right, the Knicks. I mean, what else can you say? It's the Knicks. They always fail with their jerseys. F tier for sure. What is that weird gradient on the side? The jersey itself, it's just a black jersey. Again with the circle text, it just does not look good. This looks like an AAU jersey, not a professional basketball jersey. That's what I get when I see this. F tier for sure. One of the worst ones I've seen. The OKC Thunder. This reminds me of a NASCAR. You know what I mean? Like when I see the weird text and then the stripes on the blue and then the orange. It reminds me of a car. It's like a race car kind of thing. But it doesn't look too bad. I like the other one better that they had last year. I mean, it had more significance. But these are still, they're alright. I'd say C. The Orlando Magic. I like these a lot. I'd say B tier approaching to A. I love the orange. I'm so used to seeing the blue and the stripes. Like, they did the pinstripe still, but doing it with the orange this time, it's different, but it's good, and it's perfect for the Orlando Magic. Florida's oranges, you get the whole thing. But I love it. You know, change the colorway. It's subtle though. They didn't go all out with the orange. They kept it very simple. I like it. I think I'm going to put these at A tier, only because of how different it is that they've done from the past. The Philadelphia 76ers, they're not bad. I think the lighthouse thing that they have on the center, I feel like that's just a little bit too extra because it's like 25, this big busy thing going on, and then Philadelphia. I think if they just got rid of that and then put like a bell design on here instead, I think it'd look better. But the jersey itself doesn't look bad. Black is good. The colors, the blue and the red on there doesn't look good. I mean, doesn't look bad. I put these around C. I think the lighthouse thing kind of ruins it though. Phoenix Suns. Yeah, these are one of my favorites this year. I'd say A tier. They got the most attention, probably because of how different they are. I love the 8-bit design thing. It looks like a flame. It looks like an 8-bit flame in the center with the valley on it. I love that they don't have just like suns or else suns that they've always had. The valley is different. It's good though. It's funny how they had Kelly Oubre modeling this jersey when it came out, only to trade him for Chris Paul. Interesting. But yeah, I love it. It has the pixelated colors. It's good. It's very good. It's not a big eye-popping thing, but it's still nice, man. A tier for sure. All right, the Blazers. They're very different, which I respect, but I don't like the brown. If this was black instead or white, I think it would look a lot better. And having the Oregon is very nice too, but I just think the brown kind of ruins it. It looks a little bit weird to me. You know, I'm sure this is, if you're from Oregon or something, or if you're a Blazers fan, you like this, but it's okay to me. The brown is just not my favorite on there though, but I'd say C, because they definitely could have done worse. they're definitely not the worst. Sacramento Kings. Okay, here's the thing. They need to stop with the Sacktown stuff. I'm immature, and when I hear Sacktown, I giggle a little bit. That's my issue, but still, they gotta stop doing it. But I like it though. The checker is a little weird on the side. I don't know why they have to do the checker thing, but the colors are good. A black jersey with the blue and red on the collar and on the sides. That looks good because it gives it a little bit of pop. But yeah, it looks good though. I'd say B. They get rid of the Sacktown though. It's just not good. The Spurs. Ooh, yeah. A tier. Bringing back the classics. Yes. This is what you do. The Spurs are known for being such a boring team with boring jerseys, with boring colors. They always have the black, white, and gray. This is different. This is a good different. Bringing back the 90s look with the blue, the pink, the orange. That's great. That's what you do. I love it. I wish the Spurs were better. But like, this is such a good jersey. A tier for sure. You can't go wrong with bringing back classics. Especially when they have already so many memories. You gotta bring back classics like this. I love them. They're great. The Raptors. They're okay. The black and gold is good, but they've done this already, haven't they? They've already done black and gold, so it doesn't feel new to me. I'd say C tier because this just reminds you of what they had last year. But I mean, you know, they're not bad. They're definitely not bad. Utah Jazz. They're okay. I think I'll put them around B because I do like the color that they do. It's not like a full gradient. It's like kind of broken off a little bit, but it's a little weird that it's like it just stops like at the top and then the rest of it's black. I don't know why they have it at the top and not the bottom, because to me it just looks like what they had last year, because they had this jersey last year with these colors, but then they went with it all the way. This is just black. It doesn't do anything else. Yeah, I'd probably put these at C, honestly, because they don't really do anything else special for me. All right, the last one, the Washington Wizards. D tier, because if you look at what they had last year, they had this exact same jersey, just white, not gray. They just added gray to it. So yeah, I'd say D tier because they didn't add anything new. Yeah, the American flag on the side's fine, but it's the exact same thing that they had last year. And it's not just that they added a different color instead of white. They added gray. Like, they went from boring to like not as boring, but still, like, they could have done something more different. Like, if you're the team that's in the capital, you got to do something different with the red, white, and blue, because just having the flag on the side, it doesn't do it for me. That's definitely the D tier one. All right, that's all of them. Wow, I went through all of them and gave my thoughts. You're probably not going to agree with all of them, but that's okay. If you enjoyed, give me your thoughts on what you felt about all the jerseys, which ones you liked, which ones you didn't like. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. And yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe, support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.